so good, this.
Yeah.
Here we go again.
Do you know how we've gone so deep? Come back on the pod, and he said,
You wake up with determination and you go to bed with satisfaction.
woo! Charlie, all the way from Australia. Straight away, let's welcome Chazza. Here he is. Chazza is back. Doesn't even matter because tonight, look who we've got back in.
Look at the mullets in.
Oh, look
The
who's
mullets
in. He's back. How you doing, Charlie?
We can't get rid of them, can we?
Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Allan. And thank you, Rev, for having me on board.
How many days do you get a year in the UK? Because you must have used them up by now.
And the mullet is bigger.
Are you here illegally? What's going on?
Firstly, good evening to everyone, and for those that decide no one tells Rishi Sunak.
Welcome at home.
Welcome.
If you're watching Wednesday night at Finnegans, thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
The internationally acclaimed
podcast
Wednesday night
at Finnegans.
Yeah.
Well, for those that decide to tune in, this is 90 minutes you'll never get back.
Well, I'm going to try and bring some order to this chaos.
We'd have you as a host, but it's a bit far to drag you in every week.
You've dropped a comment there, one or two, which I've loved. But I would say, oh no, and a couple of offensive comments as well. That's it.
No, it's Australasia, the continent.
It divides opinions.
So good to have you in from
It is
Tasmania.
great. No, that's a different country again.
He said he's from Tasmania before.
No.
Mikey, this Laura lady's really funny. Are you older or younger than your sister?
Love the way you're rocking the neighbours look.
I'm going to say, I think you've not cut the main, but you shaved tight the sides. Hey.
And I was like, bro, that's my wife.
Bit of shake.
Give it a shake.
A thing of wow.
Gorgeous.
It's all about monthly maintenance, so that's
Yeah.
part of the recipe.
It's great.
It's all about monthly maintenance.
Yeah,
It's part of the recipe.
that feels like that.
You wake up with determination and you go to bed with satisfaction.
Yeah.
Mullet
Determination
monthly
and you go to bed with
maintenance. It's like Tom's
satisfaction.
Top How many times are you going to be playing out this evening?
We'll
Quite
be
a
playing
few.
that quite a lot.
Quite a few.
That's kept us going.
Straight away, your New Year's resolutions are for other people.
Yeah.
You're going to make your kids do stuff
The
for
thing
New
is,
Year's.
Tom,
And second thing,
I'm already perfect, you see.
I was just thinking about like getting on the bus or something. You know what I mean?
Getting on the
when I was
bus.
his age, 22.
oh, I thought that was your New Year's resolution to get on the bus.
When me or my wife want to bring up something that we know the other person isn't going to like, so when we want to start a debate about something, but we don't want to start an argument.
Okay.
And the second one is you always give up by the third child. That's what you've done there.
What we do is we approach each other with an Australian accent.
Quite a motivated person. So I
Yes.
imagine you've got some resolutions on the go or some targets already in life.
Because there's no way we can take each other seriously.
You're joking you use this technique.
Yeah, we genuinely use this technique. We've kept it from you the whole time.
That has become a 37 times better version of myself than I was at the start of the year. And by doing that, you improve yourself 1% per day.
Wow. You have a window of life where
Yeah.
you can enjoy it without consequence.
Yeah.
Tom, have you got the next topic ready? Because I have one already up my sleeve.
Let me just do so.
Sure,
In terms
that's
of-
a good way to
I'm
put it.
thinking
You
of
can eat
like,
as many kebabs as you want
Yeah.
at this
We
point.
had one last night, to be
There
fair,
you
you
go.
know.
Was Allan on Britain's Got Talent?
Here we go again.
Do you know what, Charlie? The idea of letting you lead us tonight terrifies me.
Mikey's
Not in that window
pushing it.
anymore.
But you can have as many kebabs as you want at
Yeah,
this point.
enjoy it.
Yeah.
Enjoy it, because suddenly you can't.
During community football umpiring
When you say
stuff,
football, you mean Aussie,
Aussie
rules.
rules, yes,
Yeah, so
since
like
2015.
as far as I can
Okay.
tell, Aussie rules is basically like
fight.
It's kind of like footy, but every so often someone decides to pick up the
It's
ball.
just Gaelic football.
I hurt my finger playing footy the other day. I mean, what?
How'd you hurt your finger
Yeah,
playing
well,
footy?
I was in goal because I'm too fat to run.
Some of my close mates, they've been
Yeah.
massive for me.
That's always the case. That's
Yeah.
what Finnegans is all about
Yeah.
in some ways.
Yeah.
But then there's someone who's standing in the net, and then this fella runs up and he blazes the ball over the bar, and then they all start cheering.
1% every day.
There you go,
With your
mates.
mates.
There you go.
1%.
So by this time next year, I'll be living somewhere else.
I do watch a lot of motivational videos on
Yeah.
social media. I think it's brilliant to hear the insight of a different perspective,
Yeah.
perspectives of lives.
Yeah.
Best way to put it.
And so, what kind of
People.
Yeah, what kind of people
course.
and voices do you
So-
kind of lean into?
There's three.
No,
Had to walk to a phone box.
No, you had 2 tin cans with like a string.
We used
in
to do
between,
that. Yeah.
And you just like,
Hang on. Wait, is that how Tottenham fans communicate still?
yeah, I reckon so. Yeah.
One Steve Harvey, who used to host the American Family Feud. He does these
Funny guy.
motivational videos. He's funny too. It's great to hear his upbringing through the videos.
Steve Harvey, Steve Harvey, that game format he took from us because we started here.
We started that.
It was called
Finnegan's
Finnegans
Fortunes,
Fortunes,
it was originally.
and then it became Family Fortunes. Then
Right.
Parasocial, yeah, it
like
means
that.
like you consume content from that person, but they don't get anything from you because you don't know them.
that you
Liars.
are both fantasy football experts.
Yeah, I do.
3-1 and then Nan beat us this season. It was just
I think he's overanalyzed it.
Now, we're laughing
Fantasy
at your
football
score.
experts.
Yeah.
So there are more than 7 billion people in this world, and there is only one of you.
And me and Tom are both of
We're
you.
both, Charlie, you are an impressive individual.
There is no one else out there who is going to be like you. So I'll put in brackets. May as well.
To your 1% about it.
Mikey,
Get one of them right.
That's right. Make the best possible version of yourself in your own way. You are capable of creating change to this world.
what's more preposterous, that they want to be on the wall or that Charlie has mates?
The social media thing, is that something that's helped or not helped, or how do you...
It has helped for me in recent times.
Back.
I want to read this out to you. Harry Brown
Harry
saying,
Brown.
Charlie's the living legend back home. Actually warms my heart hearing him speak like this.
That's awesome.
It's so
Well,
good.
can I just say, fair play to him for getting up early to watch this. England.
Yeah.
Of
course he did.
Look, football didn't come home, but cricket did.
Thing where we was calling you cheats and all that. Do you think that was... Because it was the guy knocked the stumps off, didn't he, when he was like... It was supposed to be the end of the over.
And I was just coming back from the UDOS fan because I really needed some scran in the system. So as we're waiting, because you have to wait until the end of the over to get back into your aisle to sit.
One of my favourite episodes. Like, we got a mystery guest coming up. Build it up. Oh, no, it's Allan at his own bar.
What that was, we forgot to book someone.
So I'm eating it. And then a pom behind me says, you're getting a bit nervous now. And then I'm eating it, but I'm halfway through my mouthful, so I have to wait till the end of my mouthful. And then I just said to 5 poms,
Like the comparison thing is a killer.
It's a
isn't it?
killer
an
and it's a
absolute
trap.
Killer. Yeah.
Easy to go into.
I don't get nervous, but I'm starting to get a little bit shaky. Do you know what I mean?
I'm a little bit worried.
And I thought that's the best response possible.
Don't look at me. I haven't got one yet.
I won't be contributing. I'll give you that.
Why not?
I always
No,
get
'cause-
0 points.
you might answer one whole question this time, Chazza.
Yeah.
I felt like, Tom running the Manual Baptist Church,
Yeah.
where I was just carrying you on my back. Like,
Yeah, go on once more, quick.
Our local chippy is run by an ex-hairdresser, okay?
Yeah.
And sometimes he forgets this, so instead of putting salt and vinegar on your chips, he puts blank on instead.
literally got no answers.
Nah,
Time.
What was my record last time? 0?
Okay, I've got
Okay.
an answer.
I've got
Okay,
an
you've got an answer.
Great.
Okay, what's your answer, Chazza?
You jump in whenever you're ready, Charlie. Okay.
I don't know any of this.
Next one.
Pepper.
The reason I've got so many back problems is from carrying you through that whole game.
Chazza.
Do you want to guess again?
Okay. There's a guy who's a hairdresser.
Yeah. And instead of
But
putting
he runs a
salt-
chippy.
Oh, hang on,
And vinegar
hang
on.
But he often forgets that it's not
What?
You can't help some
That's
people.
all right. No.
No. Okay.
So his own hair. So Mikey, what
What
were you
did you
going to
say?
say?
I'll say like hairspray.
Hairspray. Yeah. What were you-
Hairspray.
I was going to say hairspray as well.
Yeah.
Chazza, that was your moment.
That was your
Could've had
moment.
the
You
triple
always
there,
just
mate.
had to say hairspray.
Conditioner.
And, we can't keep using Joyce's credit card.
She's fuming.
She's flipped.
She's
She's
fuming.
gone off on one. You've got 2 points.
Yeah.
You're joint top of the leaderboard.
Joint
Wow.
top.
That's how bad this game is at the moment.
But it was 1995 when Everton last won a trophy.
Oh, Charlie, I'm not going to lie to you. You probably just blew the wall there. Lad.
Mic drop. Microphone and his camera privileges have been revoked.
After,
Yeah.
what's he been
We
up
had
to?
complaints last week.
Did we? Is that what it was?
People just didn't want to see it. Chazza, are you familiar with Love Island?
Not
to
really.
this.
I don't
Yeah,
think
to
it's worth my time.
Mikey's saw his clothes off. I think you'd be great on it, Chazza. You should apply.
Thanks for your optimism. Yeah. Look, the only thing that's letting your photo down, Tom,
Yeah.
is your feet don't take up the majority of that photo frame. You need to take, it's the main event.
Went back to Australia last time,
Mhm.
and he texted me, and I said, if you come, he said he was thinking of coming back, and I said, well, if you're coming back, come back on the pod, and he said, well, I'm coming back in July. Do you think it will still be going by then? And I thought he's read the room perfectly. There.
Yeah.
He has read the room
Could be over.
perfectly.
There was 1 week where I was 1.7 kilometers off, and I was absolutely disgusted at myself.
I said
Would
to them,
imagine an
they both
Australian
turned
person
up and
to
I
be.
said, please don't walk up the square. You'll get killed. You should have stopped running then.
Yeah,
Once you knew, once your steps were in,
Yeah.
you go, no, that's me.
and the only
So-
time I check a watch is at the end of each quarter. So I never match fix my own running either.
Match fix. It's not bet 365. Jazzy. What's going on?
Honestly,
Australia's nice and
Yeah.
warm.
it's not. What
The
do you love
majority
about
of my
it?
family members are from this country. I've always felt that I'll always call Australia home, but this country plays a big part of my life.
And Coldplay. I want to rip someone's head off.
I like Coldplay, so I'm all right.
We love
course you do.
Coldplay.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with Coldplay,
Yeah.
Mikey.
Yeah.
Sounds.
The reason why is because, well, so I turned 23 10 days ago, so I wanted to come celebrate my birthday in the UK. I've never done
I
so.
didn't know that was. I didn't know your birthday was. I haven't got that in the diary. You
Let us know in the comments, please. Are Coldplay just bang average or what?
Well, that's our audience. Bang
Who's-
average.
Who
That's,
is,
they love it.
who's your
Bang
alternative?
average ratings.
Who's your alternative to Coldplay?
Yeah. What do you enjoy?
Yeah.
Number two, I'm not obliged to a contract yet of any job, so
Okay.
I could really just travel and go for it as much as I possibly can. And it was all yellow.
Yes, Jazza.
Come on, Jazza.
What's the alt-
Nice.
Number three, it's cheaper to come as opposed to us in Christmas.
G wants to know, Chazza, do you chat to people on flights?
This could be once in a blue moon type. Bang, go for it. So snap that up.
Really was a blue moon though, wasn't it?
Yes, I do.
Of course he does.
As soon
do
as
you know
I
what?
get in, I just have a good chat with him. I actually keep a log of the amount of people I've met so far and a couple of facts on each of the people.
Do you?
Yeah, I'm about 12 people probably so far
Ah.
this trip.
You're a
Yeah.
stalker.
One morning, my little boy was up all night, so I was knackered and I decided to have a day off. But at 7:30 in the morning, Ernie, who runs the cafe, he called me and he said, mate,
Out there, guess who we've got in? Mikey's
in!
in!
It's lost now, it's lost its
Mikey's
authenticity,
in!
I think you better come to the cafe. There's a geezer here from Melbourne, Australia. He's come because he's seen the videos. And so I went down to meet him. He was a lovely bloke.
I always say, I love it when Mikey can
Yeah.
give
what?
Shazza a lift down.
And he told me that he and his mates were fans.
Oh, look
Was
at
that
that.
you, Jazza?
It certainly was.
There you
yeah.
go, mate.
Yeah.
How do you know that's
Bosh.
definitely you?
Our own journey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not one is the same.
That's, Skinner's should be writing some of these down. I'm telling
Skinner's
you.
listening, taking notes.
On air.
We are a
Yeah.
gift on earth.
It's beautiful.
Your
that.
own existence.
So good, this.
Yeah.
This is
God, do you know how we've gone so deep?
Yeah.
We're talking about mashed potatoes and then suddenly-
I
Oh,
have
yeah.
a lot more agenda points on my page. That's
Good.
not this. But it was
Look at
48 miles in 48 hours.
Also, I think when you're talking to people on the plane and you're making notes about them,
Yeah.
that is valuing those people
Yeah,
in
it
that
is,
way.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you're I think on
You
the
value
days
them as an individual.
Yeah.
on 48 miles.
A
is
mile an
48
hour.
hours. So that's a run every 4 hours. So I'll acknowledge it from what I had 12 months ago as opposed to now. There's a lot less commitments. And therefore, it is a lot more challenging for me to try and
1 mile an hour.
No. So it's 4 miles every 4 hours.
Yeah,
For
that's 1
48
mile an
hours.
hour. Isn't it?
Yeah, you could say that. But I still be engaged with certain activities day to day. But what I think you can realize from certain months, you can have certain moments that you have within whatever commitments you have.
Kind of, Tom.
I could do that
I could
moonwalking.
walk that.
Yeah.
I could moonwalk that.
I could drive it.
And they can create great moments for a lifetime or just great highlights.
Mm.
And that's a positive side I see out of a challenging period.
I think that's inappropriately named. That's not a challenge. That's a stroll.
I would rather what I've got now as opposed to what I did 3 years ago because the social aspect is incredibly important to me.
Mm.
People in proper sizes.
It's gone all Michael Jackson on us. Feed the world.
Make it a better place. It's one family and then also equally your friends who know that you're going to stick up for you regardless.
Comes back to the value in people, innit?
It does,
The present,
Really
people
does.
being a gift.
You went for me and the entire human race. The Bosh. I just want to say thank you to you both and Rev as well for sorting it out initially at the start of the year. But thank you so much for having me on 3 times in a year. I know that it's a genuine privilege and I don't take this for granted.
All time on this.
Yeah.
Very good. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Charlie, one of the best guests ever.
Yeah.
Please come back to
Yeah.
this country. We're done.
Yeah.
All this time. Ring the bell. All right. Lovely to see you all. Thanks for coming to join us, Chazza, as
If you're
always.
still watching. Yeah.
Mikey.
If you're not
is
watching
legend
Love
too.
Island by now.
Cool,
We'll
yeah.
have to. He's got a bus to catch
Yeah.
to Dortmund. So,
Oh, that'd be fun.
well, thank you.
Thank you, folks.
Good night, everyone. God bless. And we'd love to see you if you can get past
Immigration.